The whole back half off of this thing and the transmission out. And the motor cover off. We're going to leave the motor intact. We go to the other side, we can show you what we're doing over there. We'll take the clutch cards, clutch cable arm off, and the exhaust system out, and the transmission out. And then we can start to redo and reassemble. Okay. Let's get them both out there. We're just going to snug this stator up to start with so we can still leave it so it'll move. That's the fact that we need to do this, get our wiring loom in here. Go back down under here. Our red wire on the voltage regulator connects to the red wire here with the white terminals on. The second wire with the diode in it is connected to the ignition coil. This wire here, the little red wire with the bullet, will plug back into your light wire system. And we'll be pretty ready to go here. We installed this little brass ring that slides on where your point cam used to be. That keeps this key from slipping out when you're reinstalling. You can get that 65 foot-pounds. At that point, it won't bust the flywheel or it won't come loose. The next thing is find top dead center on the piston, which has got to be right in here somewhere. Put an Allen wrench in the spark plug hole to the back of the hole. You can feel the top of the piston go up and down. And when you feel the top of the piston go up and down, and you get it on top dead center, the picture you should have is the front edge of this coil should be in the center of that screw. Can you see that screw? And then we're good to go we're timed. All we have to do at that point is take a deep 7/16. Now, we can turn this around. Looked to me like Don had stuff on the other side. Till we can find side. We're going to reach back through here and find our two 7/16 bolts. Our 7/16 bolts is holding our stator plate. And 180 degrees from it is another one down here. Now, repeat that, tightening that flywheel up. And then we'll set the air gap. Now we'll set the air gap on the flywheel. It sets at 10 thousandths. If you set them with a brass feeler gauge, they help you. That's pretty tight. I think that'll do it. Check the clearance on this starter right here at the bottom of the teeth and make sure that we're 2/3 of the way down into this tooth like we are here. And to achieve that, we actually shim the top of the starter here to bring it into the flywheel, and the shims will be in your box. Okay. On a 57 model, to not have so much of this left over because we moved the solenoid from down here to up here, we would tell you to shorten this loom until this hooks on your positive wire and you had about X. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little break here and shorten the wires up. Your shift rod and the spark plug wire and our electric wire coming out under our flywheel. And this is to keep it all from getting it. Now you do it loose so the whole thing can move around. We just want to kind of keep it in location. Pretty well got that set in stone where it's going to go. And then we're going to try to slip our, and we're going to try to slip our chrome shroud back on. We've clipped this piece out in here, both sides, and we've radiused this out here to slide over our ring gear. And now we're going to turn it sideways and cut out our gear. Corners back just a little. Cut this back so we know we're out of the way here. This back this way. This breaks out. All we gotta do. Put the starter switch out and we're ready to reinstall. One leg up here is at the top when you get it, and that'll make the switch work right. And you'll know where it's at when you go to put your plug on it because you can feel it. And your fender washer goes on the inside, and that'll be within your kit. And then your star washer on the outside and the nut. gonna be our transmission. This is our setback. You can see over here where our setback bracket goes back to move our transmission back. Now we're gonna install our clutch cable bracket. Will go right here in our front hole. As soon as I get a short cord ring hole, take care of that. Our transmission brace, I think it will. There guys go. Okay, so we're ready to get this thing all back on here. Let's load of how it goes. Here to the fender. Turn that straight up, please. Yeah, if you think you got a yeah. To show you that we've finished this up, put the starter nose cover on, moved the chain guard back with this extension right here at the bottom. And when our fender went back, then we also have an extension here and an extension here, and drilled 2 new bolt holes right here. And that takes care of all the move back. Now around on the other side, we started out here with the belt cover. The transmission moved back 1.5 inches. You can see the bracket underneath of the transmission now. We trim off the tab, one tab on this belt cover, and use the back tab and the front tab to hold it. And then again, we've drilled a hole back here and moved back from here to here. And we've moved back the length of this block. This is a billet block, which these has been polished, and that's what you can do with them. That's in the kit. And pretty much, that's it. With a little tender loving care.